Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more. All on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung Annabel Joseph on Global Television.
Hello and welcome to another Saturday, another weekend here on Entertainment Circle. I am Chung Annabel Joseph, and on Entertainment today, amid the ongoing dispute between brothers Paul and Peter pop duo, Paul Okoye, also known as Rude Boy, has now refused to speak on their feud. During a recent interview, he was asked about his personal feelings regarding the unresolved issues between him and his brother. Expressing his frustration, Rude Boy stated that he would rather avoid discussing the feud to avoid his word being twisted. This comes after he revealed that the P-Square duo has split up yet again on August 13. In the interview, Paul also shared that the EFCC investigated and cleared him of any financial misappropriation. After that, Peter replied to his public statements in an open letter, stating that Paul's interview undermined their joint legacy and his individual contributions to the group. He also stressed that he is in no competition with his twin. Their public spat has since garnered reaction from Nigerians both at home and abroad, and politician Peter Obi visited the brothers individually in bid to reconcile them. And you all know that this issue between Peter and Paul has been long overdue, and I think a lot of people were super excited that these two were finally able to settle their differences, coming together to be able to be one. I know that how we love those two personally. I was so much in love with them, you know, growing up with their songs and then the vibe, the energy, and you know, there's something about getting to have musicians all talented. They look cute, they dance well, they sing well, and they look like, you know, alike, almost the same two people. I think that's what really made so many people to really like them, and then see them like, okay, these people are really talented, and there's so much, you know, about these two. But then when the issue started, you know, the fights, the issues that had to even involve their own families, you know, their wives, personal relationships and all of that, you know, it became a big deal for Nigerians. It was really a big issue, and a lot of people were hoping that, oh, how they wish these two can come together for them to continue with their musical journey. And you know, when the whole thing now happened the second time, it was just such a big deal, and I think we need to do better. Those two need to do better. And then if you have dispute as either a duo, whether you're siblings or your friends or you're just partnering, I think there's a better way to handle issues. Most of the time, there are people who one way or the other, they will always say social media is not the best place to settle issues. If you're having personal issues with that, your family, your friends, when it's shared personal, something that has to do with family, I think it's better off that we settle it outside social media, because social media has done so much harm than good, a lot of harm than good to so many people. I just hope that even if that career is not going to work together for them, they're not going to still do their music career together or pursue their careers together. You know, family, being together, being at peace with each other, even when you're not family, is the best thing that any individual can give themselves. And then all I hope and pray for is those who get to find their peace, get to settle their issues, because it's no good for you to hear that brothers, siblings are really having issues, and then it's causing a big deal that the whole world is even aware of. So I just hope that these two get to settle their differences amicably. Now, following his release from prison for allegedly defaming Davido, Nigerian singer Dami Crane has tendered a heartfelt apology to his fans and Nigerians. The singer took to his X on August 30th, expressing regrets for his actions and outlining his plans for moving forward. The musician extended his apology to Nigerians, acknowledged the high expectations placed on him, and admitted his mistakes. Dami Crane's arrest came weeks after he announced Davido was to be held responsible if anything happened to him. He alleged that he was being arrested and oppressed for seeking justice. He also accused Davido of trying to frame him with false allegations to protect his interests. Now, I don't know whose side I am on, and I am actually on nobody's side, but at the end of the day, I said it, social media has done more harm than good. We know that here, when you're trying to talk to people, your voice might not be heard. You might have issues with particular persons in the past. And I know that Dami Crane might have his own personal issues, or might have his own issues with Davido. But, you know, that's not the best way to handle issues. And that's not the best way to settle your differences with someone. He might have reached out, and then a lot of people would have maybe ignored him. You know, that brings me to, you know, relating this whole scenario with Mohbad, who is late now. We know that it got to a point where Mohbad was really trying to talk about things that has been going on with him, with the people he look up to, the people that he has been with. You know, a lot of people really ignored him, and one way or the other, this thing led him to depression and a lot of things that began to make his life very uncomfortable. And at the end of the day, one thing led to another, that he lost his life, which at the end of the day, a lot of people were regretting, oh, how we wish we had listened to Mohbad, this thing wouldn't have happened to him and all of that. So my advice is we should pay attention to little things. I know that Dami Crane has sent out a lot of allegations. You know, they said, where is your proof? At the end of the day, even if you're right or wrong, at the end of the day, if you're right, you should have a proof before you can come out confidently to talk about someone. If you don't have your proof, trust me, you're just putting yourself in trouble, because even if the person is a nobody, without proof, you'll not be able to fight for the right cause. You are just fighting for just a reason that people might end up disbelieving you. And I remember he even spoke about Davido being part of Togbo's death or something, that Burna Boy had to even come into the picture, and he was not feeling good about what Dami Crane said. And he had to address the whole issues. So I feel before you come out on social media or anywhere you find yourself to talk about people, you should be able to have proof if you need help out. Because even if Dami Crane carries this issue to court, you know, a lot of people came out to say, oh, Davido is very rich. A lot of people say, Davido can never do things like that. He's a good person. He has a good heart. You know, nobody knows the heart of man except for God. I wouldn't say Davido is wrong, and I would not say Dami Crane is right or wrong either. But all I'm saying is, when you're coming out and then you have issues, or there are certain allegations that you have against someone, you should be able to have your proof, so that when the time comes for the real basketballs, you'll be able to defend yourself without having to chase cloud, or without having to make people disbelieve you or have issues with you and look at you like someone who lies a lot. So we have to, you know, get our proofs before we can come out to say things. Toyosi Etim Effiong, founder of The Good Media, a media agency committed to providing structure to Nigerian film and television industry, believes that Nigeria is too small to contain the full potential of Nollywood. In a recent interview, Toyosi expressed her confidence in the potential impact of Nile Entertainment on the Nollywood industry. She added that she hopes that talents are offered better pay for their craft, especially with the increasing competition in the industry. Speaking about the new cinematic venture launched by Moses Babatope and Mo Abudu, she expressed her excitement and optimism for the future. Having collaborated with Essence, an initiative that caters for global Black stories, she highlighted the news for increased marketing to elevate Nollywood on the international stage. She reiterated that Nigeria alone cannot contain the reach of its story. And we know that Nigeria, really, the Nollywood industry is really growing so big, and I'm really proud of them, because, you know, when you check how Nollywood was from the beginning to where it is now, trust me, it's the story is worthy of emulating, and of course it's something that everybody needs to be excited about.
And so I partnered with Essence for 3 years, getting just Nollywood recognized, putting our content out there, that global stage, because I've always been of the opinion that Nigeria is too small to contain Nollywood, and we just need to do more marketing, because that's what it is. When we go out and we're talking to international brands, it is marketing for Nollywood, and Nollywood needs more marketing. So with Nile Now and just the power group that they have put together, those women, my goodness, and then the entire team, the Nilers, I believe they know how to package the industry well, and they would open more doors internationally, and that's just what we want. We want more global recognition, respect, and rewards.
All right, and so far, this is some of the stories we're sharing with you on Entertainment Cycle today. You know, we have more stories we're going to share with you this weekend. There is more to come. So let's quickly take this short break. We'll be back shortly, so stay tuned.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung and Amel Joseph on Global Television. Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chung and Amel Joseph on Global Television.
Welcome back from the short break. If you're just catching up with us today, this is Entertainment Cycle. American actor and professional wrestler John Cena has addressed his decision not to have children. Cena shared his thoughts on why he, at 47, and his wife have chosen to remain child-free during a recent interview. Cena explained that despite societal expectations and the natural inclination to reproduce, he has chosen a different path. He reflected on his own nature and stressed that his nature does not meet the demands of parenting. The professional wrestler has announced his retirement in July, acknowledged the challenges in discussing the personal choice while emphasizing his intentions to continue pursuing his passion over having children. He also stressed that he and his wife were aligned on the idea of not having children along before tying the knot. Well, that's their personal decision, you know. But I remember when I saw this story and I was like, oh, really? You don't want to have children? Then after you're gone, who is going to bear your name? But, you know, everything in life is personal conviction. When your partner is okay with you, I don't think really it's a big deal. You know, we have a lot of people who just want to marry, have family, and because they are so passionate about their careers, then for you to bring up a child and then you're not ready to father or be that mother to the child, then I think it's best for you to not even have the child, because imagine you raising a child and he knows that there is a father there and he's not getting that father figure love and he's not getting that love from, trust me, the child will grow up having this mentality that he's not really loved by his dad, or assuming that he is even fatherless. So I think their decision, which is best known to them, is based on personal conviction and what they think it will work for them. And I don't think personally it's a problem, because, you know, we if you're not an adult, or better still, you feel you're not equal to the task, you won't even think about having a child at the first place. But then I just hope this journey means well for the both of them, and knowing fully that, you know, because of your career sometimes, and that is the fact, we have to be realistic. Sometimes when we hear certain stories about people, when we have to be realistic, with the kind of career that John Cena has, we know that he's a wrestler, and it's just a lot for him. Yeah, he has already said that he wants to retire from the wrestling thing, but then he has other things that he's pursuing, and you know that fully well he will not be able to have time for his children and all that. So then for you to bring those children into existence, and you're not going to give them that fatherly love, and you're not going to be that father figure in their life, then I think it's best that you don't even start. And this goes out to so many people who feel they can't do it, but because maybe your wife wants you to do it, and you're doing it just because you're pressured, or just because your family wants you to have grandchildren, and then they're putting you under pressure, and you decide to now be an incompetent. Should I use that word? Well, you're not just trying to be that father that is supposed to be. Trust me, it's best you get a spouse who understands your need and who is aligning to your personal decisions. That make it easy. Because if you carry a woman who wants to, or you marry a woman who wants to have babies, and you as a man is not ready to have child, it's going to be a problem in your marriage. And if as a woman you do not want, and the husband wants, and then at the end of the day you ended up getting married, you know, you're going to end up having issues in your marriage, and we know that at the end of the day it just leads to divorce and so much sadness and unhappiness. So let's get to make the right decisions, and not forget to ask questions. Talk about things like that when you meet people. When you're thinking of settling down with someone, ask personal deep questions. Don't allow yourself to get into the whole marriage thing, and then it becomes a problem. But trust me, when your dreams, your passions align, then that is easy to work with. Iconic American singer Mariah Carey has revealed that her mom, Patricia, and sister Allison both tragically died over the past week. On August 26, the singer expressed her sadness in a statement, saying her heart is broken that she lost her mother this past weekend. Sadly, in a tragic turn of events, her sister lost her life on the same day. She feels blessed that she was able to spend the last week with her mom before she passed. Though Carey did not reveal the cause of their death, she request privacy from the public. Carey did not have the best relationship with her mother, as revealed in her 2020 memoir, The Meaning of Mariah Carey, where she described it as a prickly rope of pride, pain, shame, gratitude, jealousy, admiration, and disappointment. Patricia, who was previously married to Alfred Roy Carey, was a Juilliard-trained opera singer and vocal coach before the couple welcomed Allison Marie and her son Morgan. The parents later divorced when the singer was 3 years old. Carey's fans have since taken to her Instagram comment section, sending in their condolences and wishing her well in this trying period. It's really a trying period, and this is a sad story for you to lose your mom and your sister the same day. You know, it's just so sad, but I pray that their soul rest in perfect peace. And now on movies. Directed by Ramsey Nouah, Tokunboh marks his third feature as a film director and has made its way into the streamer top 10 global chart in Nigeria. Nouah is a renowned Nigerian actor and director with numerous films and TV shows to his credit. In 2010, he won the African Movie Academy Award for Best Actor in a leading role for his performance in The Figurine. He has also starred in other notable films, including End of the Wicked, Battle of Love, Power of Love, Blood Sisters, and Merry Men. Although his introduction to the film industry began in the early 90s with the soap opera Fortunes, he made his directorial debut in 2019 with the remark of living in bondage, breaking free. The film earned critical acclaim, winning 7 awards at the African Magic Viewers' Choice Award in 2020. He followed up with his second directorial feature, Rattlesnake, the Ahana story, a remark of the 1995 classic Rattlesnake. His latest directorial feature, Tokumbo, tells the story of an ex-car smuggler who is given a few hours to deliver a government official's daughter to her captor under the threat that his own family will face dire consequences if he fails. The film delves into the reverting world of crime and the desperation that drives it. Other films on the Netflix top 10 chart this week include Something Like Gold, which holds the top spot, as well as The Union and House of Gar, among others. And trust me, there's so much more to learn, and that's why I said Nollywood are really doing well. Let's take a look at a sneak peek from the trailer.
You have 2 hours 55 minutes on your clock. Good luck.
Good luck.
Come on with this one.
I find your rigidity highly commendable. But my goal is one you do not want to trample upon. My demands are quite simple, but I won't divulge them just yet.
All right, you know, this movie, it's a must watch, and I just like the fact that really Nollywood is really making us Nigerians proud. Yes, we're not part of it, but then we are not really in it, but we're part of it because we are Nigerians and we support what is happening. We're getting better, times are changing, people are growing, things are growing, and then despite the difficulty, you know, we still have something good that the world sees and the world appreciates. Now, Rema had a show within the week in Benin City. Rema. You know, Rema is this young man who is so passionate about his dream, and he is really making waves in the industry. Let's look at the highlights on from the show. Let's see, what did Rema do? Did he kill it or he quenched it? I don't even know. But then let's just take a look at the highlights. Rema has done so well so far. You know, when he started, well, all thanks to Maven's Record, who actually saw that young man, that talent, and they were able to make him be like part of his journey. And today Rema is a great guy. I'm very sure his family must be really proud of him. Well, I'm just happy that, you know, I like progress. It makes me really excited when things are happening and people are really happy and people are appreciating your efforts. You know, if you're out there and then you're really doing things and then you feel like quitting, trust me, it is not easy for anyone out there today. If you want to really succeed in life, then you really have to go for it, because there's no route that is easy. It must be difficult if there is going to be success. Anything that you find so easy, trust me, then you should ask a question. There's like really a question mark, because nothing good comes easy. And if you're pushing, you're still pursuing, keep on and keep doing the good work, is going to get better someday. And that's that on Entertainment Circle today. I am still Chunk Annamel Joseph. Enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.
Are you ready to be entertained like never before? Get ready to dive into the latest and greatest entertainment news in lifestyle, music, movies, birthday celebration, and so much more, all on Entertainment Circle on Global Television. From the hottest red carpet event to exclusive interviews with your favorite stars, we've got you covered. Stay up to date with the latest trends and news from the entertainment world, all in one place. Tune in every Saturday by 1 p.m. with Chong Annamel Joseph on Global Television.